This is the SJCAM M10 Plus 2K. I just picked it up to add some interesting shooting to my videos, and I thought I would put up this quick video showing how you update the firmware on it. The video that was put out by SJCAM is kind of English as a fourth language-y. The computer is all in Chinese, so I figured maybe this will help somebody out if they don't know how to get this thing updated. The first thing that you should do before updating is go into the settings screen and check which version of firmware is already flashed on the camera. If you're already on version 1.8, you don't need to do any of this. As you can see, my camera arrived with version 1.5 on it, so let's get that updated. They recommend formatting your card before doing this update, and that's something you can do in the camera. Just go to the Format option, go down to OK, and hit the red button, and it will format your card to the correct format for this camera. Now, yank out your microSD card, stick it in your computer, and let's head over there. Something important to know about these cameras is that this is the real SJCAM official website, sjcammhd.com. There's an authenticity checker on here that you can use to make sure your camera is the real deal. And you should do that before doing these firmware updates, because if you have one of the knockoffs and you try to use the official firmware, who knows what's going to happen. I'll include a link to the download page for this firmware in the description, as it's a little hard to find on their website. Just download the zip file and then open it. Inside of there will be a folder, which you should open, and then inside of there will be two .bin files. The one we need is the LD96660A.bin file. That's the loader for the firmware we need to flash first. So copy that over into the root directory of your SD card, and then once it's copied, eject your SD card, stick it in the camera, and let's get over there and flash it. All you need to do is turn the camera on, and the loader will automatically be flashed. The loader is really small, so it flashes almost instantly, and it looks just like the camera turned on normal. Once it's on, turn it back off, and then let's go back to the computer to get the other bin file. First, we need to delete the loader file so that it doesn't try to flash it again when we turn it back on. Once that's done, we need to copy the actual firmware file, which is SJCAM M10.bin, into the same place. And that's all the setup. Eject it again and stick it back in the camera. Press the power button to turn it on and start the flash. It might look like it's not doing anything, but if you look on the top of the camera, you'll see that the blue light is blinking to indicate that it's flashing the firmware. Eventually that blue light will start blinking furiously, which shows that it's getting close. And then when it's done updating the firmware, the camera will turn on. And there we go. You can see that the on-screen display is very different in this new version. And as you go through the menus, you'll see that there are a ton of new options available in this camera. Also, any settings you had set before will be reset to defaults, which is why your camera will probably be beeping again if you had the beeping turned off. And finally, if we go down to the firmware again, we can confirm that it updated. Version 1.8. So that's all there is to it. If you have any questions or problems, I guess, just post about it in the comments down below, and thanks for watching.